Hey guys, Aggie K Wealth Therapist coming at you live from my car back to commuting to pick up the kids from camp. Today I'm hopping on to talk about deeper reasons we don't want to create the money. And this came to me today as I was as I was slowly moving through the aisles of Costco, picking up my kombucha and stuff. I was like, what are the deeper reasons? What is a deeper reason why someone wouldn't want to create the money? And you might have heard this idea of like putting the money on a pedestal where people, give money all the power. And they put it on a pedestal, and making money such a big deal, and making 10K such a big deal, or making 20K such a big deal, be so life-changing, blah, blah, blah. And we know that that's not necessarily true, right? We got to take the money off the pedestal to be able to normalize it, to make it something that's like totally achievable and not be such a giant, scary leap for our subconscious. So I was thinking on that topic, which led me to thinking about, well, what does it feel like for people when they are put on a pedestal? So what happens for you? Because when you start making money and you start being visible and people start recognizing your success, because it's kind of part of the formula, is like the more successful you are, the more people recognize that you're successful. For various reasons, right? Either you're talking about it as part of your like marketing, or people are just seeing it and you celebrating things, or whatever the case might be, right? So what happens when other people put you on a pedestal is the question. What happens to you when that happens? If you've ever had that happen, you want to explore that. It could be anything. Like I have a memory from high school that's like dudes, kind of guys in high school that liked me that I didn't like, and those guys had me, and maybe it was even pre-high school, I had this pattern of like boys that liked me that hi, are you still there? Boys that liked me that I didn't like, who put me on this pedestal. And it was kind of like a disgusting feeling. It was not a good feeling to be kind of idolized or coveted or put on this pedestal. When people say like be treated like a princess or be treated like a queen or a king, there was something very icky to me about that. So I want you to think of something, see if you have any point of reference in your subconscious. Hey Deepa, see if there's anything in your subconscious that feels icky about being put on a pedestal. Maybe you were really good at something. Maybe you're really successful. Maybe people really liked you or were attracted to you that you did not like. People that you did not like, right? Because when you have a certain amount of notoriety, it's going to be people that you like you, and there's going to be people that you don't like maybe that like you. And people that are putting you on a pedestal that you wouldn't be friends with in real life. And you're going to have the gamut. And can you handle that? Can your subconscious handle that? Are you going to run from that? Is that going to freak you out? Take a minute to think about that, because there's a whole bunch of things that come with that. So not only is it like just addressing what yuckiness might be in there for you of someone putting you on a pedestal, and thinking, but there's also all this subconscious stuff, like they're gonna think I'm perfect, and they're gonna have these really high expectations, and they're gonna expect this insane ROI, and like all of this is subconsciously could be swimming around in there if you had the popularity and the notoriety that you might be seeking via money. Like, do you actually want that? What would you actually do with that? What does that bring up for you? Because it kind of puts a magnifying glass on your sense of self, on stuff that like people are going to be able to see if you feel insecure about things or if you don't like yourself about things. And do you have the ability to call yourself out on things? Do you have the ability to get critical feedback? All those kinds of things are magnified when you're like public, right? When you are spending a lot of time in, you know, being visible or, you know, on a pedestal. Like, you are something that other people are aiming for. And if you don't feel really good about yourself, hello, that's like a one-way ticket to self-destruction, right? So think about that. That's what this live stream is about, is for you to consider what would happen if other people had you on a pedestal. How would you deal with that? What would that bring up for you? Explore that. Explore what that might bring up for you, because there's a very good chance that whatever you're fearful will come up is just sitting there in your subconscious, not allowing you to move forward, not allowing you to bring in more money, not allowing you to bring in more followers. So do some deep diving on that and let me know what you come up with around that. Around what would be triggering about having other people put you on a pedestal and think you're so great. I mean, there's definitely pitfalls to having a big ego, right? You see it in mainstream media all the time, painfully so. You know, and you might have the habit of like talking people out of it, talking people out of hiring you, talking people out of giving you money, because you don't want to be perceived that way. You don't want the responsibility of being on the pedestal that people are looking up to. So you either like smash the pedestal by playing small or playing the underdog, or you do it by like giving it away. There's like a variety of ways your subconscious can figure out how to get away from that. So that's my thoughts on some deeper questioning. See what happens with that, and some journaling and some tapping, and let me know. Permission to Prosper Early Bird ends this week. We're going to have a really fabulous group. There's some really incredible people in it already. And make sure you're in the Subconscious Smackdown, my free 5-day training. Just go to the pinned post on my business page and comment, and you'll automatically be signed up for it. Okay, guys. All right, so let me know how your pedestal exploration goes. It's Aggie K, Wealth Therapist. If you like this, love this, please share it. And lots of love, peace, and prosperity. Bye, guys.